Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Half Psych Teachers. I am Hafsa Malik and today we are discussing, hopefully really quickly, really in short, about ontology and epistemology. A lot of you requested this, so that's what I'm doing today. Like I've told you before as well, I am the instructor for psychology on Unacademy, and you can find me if you scroll. No, you don't have to scroll, you just have to click on the Unacademy logo. It'll take you right to my page. There's a lot of free classes over there as well, and if you do choose to subscribe, you can use my code HAF10 for a great 10% off on your subscription. Now, as always, before I go on, alright, let me tell you a little bit about Unacademy. It's a wonderful platform where there are multiple educators like myself. What you can find there is detailed paper 1 and paper 2 courses for your NET exam, right? Which is sort of absolutely the dire need right now. And if you would like to subscribe, let me know here in the comments or leave me a message and I will guide you accordingly. Although it's quite simple, if you just go to the page and you just have to say get subscription once you click on one of my plus courses. Alright, so what are we talking about today? We're going to differentiate a little bit between ontology and epistemology. I will also try a little in Hindi. And then yes, just that we will talk about the two branches each of ontology and epistemology. तो पहले बात करते हैं ontology की. What is it? This is basically concerned with the realities around us, alright? तो this is talking about कि हम कैसे जो हमारे आसपास चीज़ें हैं हम कैसे उन्हें परसीव करते हैं, एग्जिस्टेंस कैसे चीज़ों की हम देखते हैं या हम कैसे एक्नॉलेज करते हैं चीज़ों की एग्जिस्टेंस. ऑलराइट, सो दिस इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट कंसर्न्ड विद द एग्जिस्टेंस ऑफ एंड रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ सोसाइटी such as social factors, cultural norms, social structures, also knowledge, the existence of knowledge. What is real, what is not, my findings in an experiment, are they true or not, to what degree do they make sense. Alright, सो ये हम क्या स्टडी कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे, सब चीज़ों की रिलेशनशिप जो हमारे रियलिटी में है, जो हमारे सोसाइटी में है, जो हमारे कल्चर में है. हाउ डू डिफरेंट थिंग्स इंटरेक्ट, और मेरी रियलिटी क्या है, जो आसपास वो मेरे है वो कंस्ट्रक्टेड है या क्या है. लेट अस फाइंड आउट. सो देयर आर एक्चुअली जस्ट टू मेन टाइप्स ऑफ ऑन्टोलॉजीज. ऑलराइट, सो वील ट्राई नॉट टू गेट कन्फ्यूज्ड. हम कन्फ्यूज नहीं होंगे, हम सिंपल रखेंगे इसको. एक तो क्रिटिकल रियलिस्ट है, I'll tell you what that is, और एक relativist है. Okay, so there are two main types of ontologies that we're talking about. Okay, first of all, you have a critical realism is basically contemporary. So यहाँ पे single reality की बात कर रहे हैं हम, you're critical. Okay, or multiple realities. So how do we have multiple realities, and let me explain it to you clearly so that there is no more confusion. So critical realism speaks about the fact that whether or not I exist, the knowledge or things in the nature will continue to exist with or without me. Reality is just one, how I approach it is different. Okay, so the reality or knowledge or things exist with or without me learning about them. Let us say intelligence, right? Before somebody started measuring it, it still existed. Just because I started studying it does not mean it changed. So the reality was always the same, just that I took time to discover it, whether I started with anthropometric tests, right? And then I moved on to deviation IQ. So it is me who took time to understand the reality, but there is only one reality. ओके, ये हमारा क्रिटिकल रियलिज्म है. यहाँ पे हम अपनी इनसिग्निफिकेंस की बात करते हैं कि जो मैंने डिस्कवर किया है और जो मैंने डिस्कवर नहीं भी किया है, ट्रूथ चेंज नहीं होगा. रियलिटी जो है दुनिया की वो चेंज नहीं होगी. जैसे इंटेलिजेंस हम लोगों में देखते हैं, इंटेलिजेंस है, वो तब भी थी, वो 2000 साल पहले भी थी, लेकिन मैंने तब उसके बारे में नहीं पढ़ा था. सो द रियलिटी डज नॉट चेंज. ओके, here there is just one reality and there is a unity in reality. Here I give myself the benefit of doubt कि मैं supreme नहीं हूँ, मैं ultimate नहीं हूँ. मेरी जितनी discovery है मुझे उतना ही पता है. The world is infinite, I am finite. Okay, so that is where critical realism comes from. Second part is relativist ontology, कि whatever I know is the reality and it is a finite subjective experience. मतलब मेरी reality वो है या दुनिया में उतना ही knowledge है जितना मुझे पता है. All right, and what would this do? This would create different realities for different people. So for me there is only this one reality, but in the fact that there are so many people in the world, and for everyone the subjective experience is different, right? So here we are saying कि मेरे लिए मेरे thoughts के अलावा और कुछ नहीं है, जो मैंने study किया है मेरी reality वही है, मुझे उससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं पता, ना मैं जानना चाहती हूँ. ओके, सो मेरी रियलिटी ये है, मेरी एक ही रियलिटी है. तो आप जब 8 बिलियन लोग लेंगे पूरे दुनिया के, तो मल्टीपल रियलिटीज़ वैसे क्रिएट होती हैं. तो यहाँ पे फोकस कहाँ पे है? सब्जेक्टिव एक्सपीरियंस पे फोकस है, दैट माई रियलिटी इज ओनली वॉट आई नो. Let us say I like to eat so and so cereal in the morning. Let's say I like to eat Kellogg's, cornflakes or whatever. Now I do not know Fruit Loops exist. For example, silly example I know, but let's say I don't know that something like Fruit Loops or whatever exists, or quinoa or muesli or whatever exists. So I only know my reality of breakfast is only that one kind of cereal, right? And for another person, they might not know what Kellogg's, cornflakes is, they might only know Fruit Loops, right? So our realities, our truths of what breakfast contains are different, therefore creating multiple realities. For me, my reality is just that, whatever I know. I do not acknowledge what other people experience. Okay, now you might say, or you might get confused, then what is the difference between this and subjectivism? कि इसमें और सब्जेक्टिविज्म जो एपिस्टेमोलॉजी है उसमें डिफरेंस क्या है? तो यहाँ एक्चुअली देयर इज अ, यहाँ पे डिस्टिंग्विश किया जाता है रियलिटी और ह्यूमन एक्सपीरियंस में. सब्जेक्टिविज्म में रियलिटी कुछ नहीं है, बस ह्यूमन एक्सपीरियंस है. तो यहाँ पे आपके पास दो एंटिटीज़ हैं, एक रियलिटी है और एक ह्यूमन एक्सपीरियंस है. तो आप बोल रहे हैं कि मेरे लिए मेरा ह्यूमन एक्सपीरियंस ही रियलिटी है. सो इट इज़ नॉट द सेम एज सब्जेक्टिव एक्सपीरियंस. Okay, relativist ontology is how I interact with things, is how I know them. I don't know anything else, and this is my reality. Now in turn, in this being my own reality which other people can't share, this in turn ends up creating multiple realities in the world. All right, you need to understand this, because what matters is people's interpretations, right? We'll learn more about this in the future as well, but for now I hope you understood. I want you to I want this to be a quick video. I don't want it to be very long, so that you don't skip through. All right, okay. Now let's move. I hope that was clear. I can't do thumbs up here. I miss it so much. Now let's move on to epistemology. Now epistemology is actually the study of knowledge, or how we gain knowledge, right? तो यहाँ पे हम कैसे इंटरेक्ट करते हैं अपने वर्ल्ड में, जो भी हमारे पास चीज़ें हैं, अपनी एनवायरनमेंट में जो भी चीज़ें हैं, हम कैसे इंटरेक्ट करते हैं उनके साथ नॉलेज गेन करने के लिए. ऑल राइट, सो दिस इज़ हाउ डू आई लुक एट द वर्ल्ड, हाउ डू आई मेक सेंस ऑफ इट, एंड हाउ डू आई इंटरेक्ट विद वॉट एवर हैपन्स इन द world, right? I am trying to understand whatever knowledge is there in the world. Epistemological inquiry looks at the relationship between the knower, जो हम हैं, the person who is trying to gain information, and the knowledge which is already present there in the world, right? Or what do we do? Do we create it? How do I basically know the world? How do I understand the world? That is what is important in epistemology. We have two main parts here as well. One is objectivism and the other is subjectivism. Yes, they might remind you of the ontologies. Now let's see that what is different here. And both of these oppose each other, right? Why is it doing this to me? All right, I have got this. Okay. So objectivism is the belief that the truth and meaning reside within an object and it is independent of human subjectivity. Let us say कि now again I went and I studied gravity, right? So whether my perception of gravity can be whatever, but gravity does not change. Or just because maybe I introduced a wrong formula of gravity, but that does not change how this functions. So it is not going to change, right? It does not change. तो मेरे कुछ स्टडी करने से या नहीं करने से वो ऑब्जेक्ट बदलेगा नहीं. तो सब्जेक्टिविटी ये पूरा हटा देता है. यहाँ पे आप अगर एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन की बात करेंगे, रिडक्शनिज्म की बात करेंगे, तो वहाँ पे वी सी अ सर्टन ऑब्जेक्टिविज्म where we say that nothing affects each other, knowledge is there in the world, I have to go study it, right? I measure it, whatever I measure is what it is. Subjectivity नहीं है, सब ऑब्जेक्टिव है. right? So one thing is independent of another. ओके, सो हियर मेकिंग ऑब्जर्वेशंस वी आर सेइंग कि ऑब्जर्वर जो है वो ऑब्जर्वेशन को अफेक्ट नहीं करता है, कि आप अगर लोगों को स्टडी करोगे उनका बिहेवियर आपकी वजह से चेंज नहीं होगा और आपका परसेप्शन उनकी वजह से चेंज नहीं होगा. दिस बेसिकली रेफर्स टू ऑब्जेक्टिविज्म. रिमेंबर दिस एग्जाम्पल ऑफ ग्रेविटी, इट विल मेक थिंग्स क्लियरर फॉर यू. ठीक है, मेरे ग्रेविटी पढ़ने से ग्रेविटी का फिनोमिनन चेंज नहीं होगा. सो हियर वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट ऑब्जेक्टिविज्म वेयर कंप्लीटली जो भी मैं ऑब्जर्व कर रही हूँ कुछ मतलब उससे मुझे कुछ इन्फ्लुएंस नहीं होता है एंड मैं ऑब्जर्वर को कोई इन्फ्लुएंस नहीं कर रही हूँ. ओके, सो हियर वी क्लेम ऑब्जेक्टिविटी, वी डिक्लेयर ऑब्जेक्टिविटी, वी रिमूव ऑल कॉन्टेक्चुअल फैक्टर्स. वी आर सेइंग दैट कल्चर, नथिंग मैटर्स, हाउ वी हैव लर्नड, हाउ वी हैव बीन कंडीशनड सिंस चाइल्डहुड, नथिंग मैटर्स. ओके, whatever you remove human bias, remove subjectivity completely, this is what is going to take you to the true discovery of knowledge. All right, so it is, again, remember very clearly, whatever is being observed according to objectivism does not change the observer and it does not change what is being observed either. All right, so everything is discoverable only through impartial objectivism. यहाँ पे subjectivity बिल्कुल नहीं. So when you talk about the nomothetic approach to personality, right, we are doing an impartial observation. We are measuring everybody with the same criteria, right? Nomenclature, we are classifying. When we are classifying people, anything, right? Nomothetic. Whereas when you talk about subjectivism, so in objectivism you would have universally applicable principles, है ना? One test, let's say Wechsler's intelligence test, you use it all across the world. You use it to categorize people. The deviation IQ does not change. No matter what you do, there can be versions of it in different languages, but the things that we measure do not change, right? So we're talking about one impartial observation where we don't have any bias. We're not talking about cultural bias here. We are talking about basically what I am measuring in everybody, and my observation of things should not change the participant's behavior. All right, okay. So something that is universally applicable is also the concept of IQ that we use, right? We use it even though we it might not be a great idea to apply it to everybody, I understand, but we use it universally, right? And there we don't do any partial observations. We check properly, is this person able to do so and so and so task, right? That is what we are trying to put forward here, that we are trying to classify things, we are trying to reduce the human aspect of it, right? We are just trying to see stimulus response, something like that. All right. Then we have subjectivism. So subjectivism is the belief that knowledge always comes through a person, through their culture, through their gender, through their social experiences, right? Everything matters, and what subjectivism says is only your interpretation of something matters, only your subjective experience matters. Now, because we are human, subjectivism states that we cannot do impartial observations. Okay, it is not possible. Impartial is not possible because whatever we have learned ever since we grew up, it's not like we can completely discard it. हम completely discard नहीं कर सकते हैं. जो हमारे बचपन से language है, जो culture है, वो हम पे कुछ ना कुछ influence तो करेगा. अब सोचो, I go and watch a movie about gender equality. मैंने जाके gender equality पे movie देखी. Because I am a woman, because I related to it. वो women पे थी movie, तो मुझे अच्छी लगी. मैंने उसके साथ relate किया. तो I will go home and say कि अच्छी movie थी. Let us say a guy went and saw it and उसको अच्छी नहीं लगी because he could not relate to it. So he'll go home and say कि बकवास मूवी थी, है ना? तो this is completely subjective experience that we are talking about. So most value remains where here in subjectivism, in my conscious experience, right? So observer will influence whatever is being observed, and whatever is being observed will also influence the observer. All right. So unaffected universal knowledge is not possible here, right? It is not possible beyond individual reflections and interpretations. Of course there is some, यहाँ पे थोड़ा it's not like 100% subjectivity है. ऐसा है कि क्या most important है या क्या हम नहीं छोड़ सकते हैं, what can we not let go of. Our subjectivism is something according to this kind of epistemology is something we cannot let go of. It is a part of us. Therefore, everything basically influences everything according to subjectivism. And what matters most is how I see things rather than how things are. If you talk about this Rubin vase that you have here, you, depending on what you see, you can either see it as a white vase or you can see two people's, person A and person B's face here, right? And that is the beauty of subjective experience. Now it is not that one is correct and one is incorrect. ऐसा नहीं है कि एक सही है एक गलत है. All of these, a mix and match of these is used for different paradigms, okay? And that is what we'll discuss in the next class. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If it got a little confusing, I'm sorry. These are quite confusing topics. I hope this helped out a little. There'll be another video tomorrow, and you can join the Telegram group if you haven't joined it yet. And if you did like the video and if it helped you out, like, share and subscribe. That helps me out. All right, have a good night. Take care. Bye bye. I will see you all tomorrow.